Thanks for your time. Now, a pre-election survey by the Center for Democratic Development, Ghana, has revealed that the governing MPP enjoys significant advantage over the opposition NDC when it comes to public confidence in the ability to deliver on campaign promises. There's, however, disagreement on the part of Ghanaians on whether or not the country is heading in the right direction. The survey further reveals there are concerns regarding possible violence during the elections, leading to calls for armed men at polling station. We'll hear from the CDD shortly, but here are details of the report. And as you can see on the screen, it says that majority assessed national economic and personal living conditions in negative terms, and that was 57%, as well as 30%. On assessment of national economic and personal living conditions, which have worsened significantly with COVID-19, you see the figures, 69% and 65%. So under the 69%, you see that economic condition compared to the situation, COVID-19. Green indicates much better, yellow indicates same, and blue indicates much worse or worse. And so those are the figures on your screen. On Ghanaians are nonetheless optimistic about short-term economic future. You see the details on your screen there. Also, lack of cash income is the form of deprivation most commonly experienced by Ghanaians. Those gone without cash income, 67 indicates at least once or twice, and 33% indicates never. Those gone without medical care, 34%, at least once or twice, 65% never. Those gone without water, 29%, and those who've never, 71%. Also, those who have gone without food during this period, at least once or twice, 28%, and never, 72%. And those who have gone without fuel during this period, 16% at least once or twice, and 84% responded never. So we come to the assessment of government's performance. Infrastructure and unemployment are the topmost concerns of Ghanaians, as you see there. Infrastructure and roads, 51% of people voted for that as their topmost concerns. Unemployment, 46%. Education, 28%. Health, 21%. Management of the economy, 20%. Poverty and destitution, 16%. Electricity, 11%. Water supply, 11%. Wages, income and salaries, interesting, that was 7%. And farming and agriculture, 7%. Corruption, 6%. Agriculture and marketing, 5%. Loans and credit, 5%. Transportation, 5%. And crime and security, 5%. And respondents were asked, in your opinion, what are the most important problems facing this country that the forthcoming 2020 elections campaign should address? And as you saw there, it's infrastructure and roads. We can now hear from Dr. Kojo Asante, Senior Research Fellow at CDD.
And this is the first time we're seeing that kind of expression. I think in 2016, it was very clear that we didn't want armed police security at the polling station, but it does reflect a certain concern about the prospect of violence on election day. And I think that it's coming up now. It's an opportunity for us to look at it very carefully and see what is the best way to ensure the security, or to make sure that people can feel safe at the polling station, but also ensure that we do not, in solving that problem, we don't create opportunities for violence to happen. Because having armed guards there, if you have a little skirmish and unfortunately something happened, there could be a discharge of weapon. So I mean, the security agencies, this is really for them to think about it. But I think for citizens, there's obviously a concern about election day violence, and And this is the reason why we do the survey, so that those kinds of concerns, when they come out, we can deal with them. Yes, the other one that we flagged was, I think, 44%, indicating that even if the results are collated, not the right one will not be announced. We saw that also in 2016, it was about 23%. So it's obviously gone up, which suggests to us that there's still a lack of understanding of the electoral process and the transparency around it. That is a signal to NCC, the Electoral Commission, that the results collation, the results transmission, results announcement process, we have to do a lot of education around it so that people can understand the process and exactly what is going to happen, so that they are not basically sort of swayed by misinformation, which can happen on election day, and particularly during the period of collation.